Good morning, champs. Josh Epis here, Broke is No Joke, the movement towards true freedom. And I am here, and I'm blessed to have this guy, Dane Marrero. How you doing, Dane?
Great, sir. Great. Glad
Very
to be
cool.
here.
I've known Dane for a little while now, and I just have to say the reason I want to talk to him, I'm always so extremely impressed with this guy, this young man. Super big into personal development. That's one of the things I really appreciate about him. And he's just building a huge business in the financial industry. He's been in the fitness industry like I was for many years. So we've got a lot of commonalities going on. So I just wanted to ask you, first of all, because I'm really impressed with your personal development. Even the little bit of time I've known you, you've grown by leaps and bounds. What kicked that off? What originally got you into personal development and growing as a person?
It is the fitness industry. It's so the philosophy behind building a body hides a lot of the universal principles in regards to being success. I love this great line. If you can't handle failure, you don't deserve success. And when we're training in terms of fitness, the muscle goes to failure. Yeah. And do you feel like a failure? That's what success is in terms of fitness. So why would it be any difference in regards to business?
I never actually looked at it that way. Mm-hmm. And I was a bodybuilder, so I did what you're talking about, going to failure.
Yeah.
That was the only way to actually get your muscle to grow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really cool parallel.
And then, we talk about this concept of no pain, no gain, right? When we're lifting weights, there's this great line by Muhammad Ali. He says, basically, somebody asked him, how many sit-ups do you do, Muhammad Ali? And he says, I don't know, man. It starts burning, I start counting. And it's the same philosophy in life.
Great.
If you don't like to be uncomfortable, if you don't like going through the process of personal transformation, which is painful, then you don't deserve success and you don't deserve to go to the next level in your life. You know, a lot of times when we talk about going to the next level, it includes failure. You know, I talk about the Super Mario effect with my team.
Yeah.
And basically, to get to the next level in Super Mario, a lot of times we hit failure. I've never seen anybody play that game and not die or lose a life. Right? And so the dying doesn't make you butthurt. It makes you a little more stubborn in your approach. Yes. Right? And so you keep on doing it until you get to the next level. And so what the next level is, there's usually a gap there. And failure is there to reveal the gaps. A lot of people don't understand that failure is there to reveal the lack of experience, knowledge, and skill that you might be lacking to get you to the next level. The same thing goes for personal development. And so failure is there just to reveal your blind spot. And so a lot of people, they can't handle the failure, so they don't deserve success.
Yep. So success is through failure. Basically, what you're saying. Not going the other direction. You got to go through failure.
They're the same thing. They're actually one and the same. A lot of people think failure is different than success. They're the same thing. A lot of people the best way to describe it is, like I said with the fitness analogy, you got to go to failure in order to get the rewards of fitness. So why would it be any different from business?
Makes sense. So what gets you up in the morning? What gets you up without the alarm clock?
Oh, okay, I was going to say the alarm clock gets me up in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you say that. But what gets you excited? What gets you up and going? And
a big part of that is being a hero. I know you don't see I'm wearing the Green Lantern ring.
Yes.
A big thing is actually
real life superhero, by the way.
Yeah, those models of heroism are buried and entrenched in purpose and selflessness. And I found that the most fulfilling aspect of my life is actually serving. Whether it be through fitness or education or teaching people about finance, I just love seeing people grow. There's a fulfilling aspect to me that makes me feel like I'm actually serving. And so the product of that is I'm giving value, as I'm helping people. I get paid extremely well now as a result of giving value to people. And so my big why is serving, is being that hero to other people, and then allowing God to fill in those blanks.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. So what are you focused on now? What are you building? What's the big thing you're really putting a lot of energy into?
Right now, it's really developing my own financial agency. I've been doing this now for about 1.5 years. So I train and develop other financial professionals. In fact, Mr. Josh Epis is one of my mentors in business. That's why I'm privileged enough to even sit down with this gentleman.
No, I'm the lucky one. I don't care what this guy says.
Who I admire and respect. And so for me, it's actually building more relationships, collaborating more in the community, And really, my big overall vision is to create 1 million financially independent families. You know, I have a tall task ahead of me, and I always tell people, even if I helped out 10 families a day, right, every single day of my natural life, I'll only help out 170,000 people. So I can't do it by myself. There's no way. 170,000 is not putting a dent in 1 million. Mm-hmm. And there's about 200 million that actually need this knowledge based on the market share. So all I want to do is help that measly 1 million people. But I can't do it by myself.
You need an army.
And that's what we're looking to quote unquote develop is an agency in which can facilitate this knowledge and information. So that's what I develop. I have a heart for helping others. And really my passion is in seeing other people live their most fullest and most complete life. And you know, I have the awareness to know that the only way to do that is through discipline. And discipline a lot of times is painful, but this is something I talk to Josh a lot about. Discipline has hidden within it freedom.
My favorite F word. I love it.
The more disciplined you are with your finances, the more disciplined you are with your fitness, the more disciplined you are in your own life, the more choices and freedom you have. So once again, there's this paradox. We think that they're opposite. We think failure is opposite from success. No. We think discipline is opposite from freedom. They're actually the same thing. And once we can consolidate those concepts and get to real understanding, and we understand that they're not opposite of each other, but one and the same, we're going to start going through this personal development process with a lot more enthusiasm.
Dude, I feel like we need an umbrella in here for all the nuggets dropping. Like, I don't want to get hurt by any of these golden nuggets. Holy moly.
Pleasure, sir.
All right, last two questions because we're almost out of time. You got 30 seconds to text your family, your loved ones, the top 3 most important things about success or happiness in life. Like the lessons you've learned in your life so far. What are those things? What are those big, main, high-level, quick things?
I would say have a clear vision of what you want out of life. Okay. Clear, crystal clear vision. I always tell people this, especially when I sit down and help them financially or fitness-wise. If you don't know where you want to go, can you ever really get there? You know, it's like trying to get to a location you've never been to and you don't even know the address.
Yep.
You know, and so having that clear vision. And then the second one, which is a dirty word to a lot of people, is discipline. Having the discipline and the plan and the systems in place in order to help you get there. A lot of people, you know, they have goals, they have ambitions, but do they have a system? And so we don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems, our habits, and our disciplines. And so a lot of people, everybody wants to get in shape. Everybody wants to be financial independent. But how many people actually hit their goals?
Far too few.
And so it comes back to discipline and habits. And so I would, if I had to say 2 things, have clarity on where you want to go and have clarity on the steps and the plan to get there. If you have those 2 things, there's nothing that can really stop you.
So how do people get a hold of you and follow your success and maybe want to learn more from you about money or fitness, finance or fitness, the 2
Well, you guys can email me personally. I'll give you my email.
Okay.
It's just my last name, Marrero, Dane, no space, Dane, @gmail.com. You guys can email me personally. Or you guys, you know, if you want to contact me through Facebook. I also have an Instagram. You know, I believe this is the new platform in which a lot of our economy is moving into.
Yep.
And so I like to keep myself available. I also love transparency. There's this great philosophy, the greater the trust, the bigger the business. Right? The greater the trust, the bigger the business.
Especially nowadays, with all this crap going on.
And so I love transparency. I love authenticity. So you can always find me doing these type of interviews or one-on-ones. I do them all the time on my Instagram, on my Facebook. Why? Is because I feel like these life lessons are universal. You can apply them to any level of your life and grow in it. And not enough people have the relationships they want, have the body they want, have the finances they want. So I like to offer at least a process in which can help them get there. And so I try to offer that with these little nuggets and little snippets.
So I'm going to put his information down below, and I promise you're not going to find a more passionate nor competent person. And that's a great combination, passion and competence. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, I'll meet you at the top because the bottom is just way too crowded. All right.